Hi everyone, this is Mehmood Sheikh, and in this video I will discuss about further two services of operating systems, which are accounting and error reduction. And from my last two videos I've been discussing on the same topic of services of operating system. In my last video I covered discussion on file system manipulation and communication, and in this video I will discuss about other two services of operating system, which are accounting and error detection. So let us start our discussion with the first concept in this video, which is accounting. In accounting, it accomplishes the task of record keeping the system usage by users and for how long the system was in use and what resources they were using. Okay, so the accounting service of operating system continuously keep on checking the usage of system by the users, how various users are using the system, which resources they are using, okay, and how long these users are using the system. Okay, so with this point what we understood, whenever multiple users are using the same system, operating system will be doing its work on the background. Operating system will be continuously involved in keeping track each and every minute activities of each and every users. Okay, what work they are doing, what resource they are accessing, okay, and for how long each user is using the system. Okay, so that is the responsibility of operating system, okay, which comes under accounting. And the second point is maintains logs of system activities for performance analysis and error recovery. Okay, so along with keeping a continuous eye on the activities of users, it also maintains a record of all the activities performed by the user. Okay, so this is called as logs. Okay, a complete detail of all the activities performed by various users, which gives the operating system the complete information about the performance of the system. Okay, so with that log, with that report, operating system will come to know how the system is performing. Okay, what is the performance of the system. So with that, operating system will come to know at the time when users were using the system, if they faces any error, okay, at what time they faced an error, what was the reason behind getting that error. So that complete report gives the operating system the reason behind getting the errors, okay, and it helps in improving the system, and it also helps in recovering from those errors. And the last point is keep track the history of user login. Okay, so along with maintaining logs of system activities, it also maintains the history of how many users were logged in to this system. Okay, so these things comes under the accounting services of operating system, where operating system behaves as an accounting manager, okay, who continuously keep a check on each and every minute activities of users when they were using the system. Okay, so this is everything about accounting. Okay, now the next service of operating system is error detection. Okay, so now let us see. The first point is operating system constantly checks for possible errors. Okay, so in error detection service, operating system continuously checks for possible errors, okay, so that they can immediately recover from those errors, so that these errors should not harm the resources which they are having. So these errors should not create any problems for the users while they were using the system. Okay, next point is perform the task of error detection and recovery from system failure. Okay, so whenever something goes wrong with the system, operating system immediately catch that error, operating system immediately detect that error and tries to recover the system from any major failure. Okay. Next point is keep track status of CPU, memory, input output devices, storage devices, file system, networking, etc. So along with keeping a close eye on error detection, operating system also keep track the status of CPU. It checks whether the main memory is having the enough processes inside it so that CPU will not sit idle for any moment. Okay, and it should check whether we have sufficient memory available to assign for the processes, and it will also check whether the processes are properly communicating with the input or output devices or not. Operating system continuously keep tracks the status of all these resources, okay, because these resources are crucial for operating system, and operating system cannot afford anything to happen with these resources, because CPU will be working with faster space, and with that space CPU will be executing many processes, and at any time any process can make a request to any of these resources. So operating system has to make all these resources prepared so that operating system can allocate these resources to the requesting processes. Okay, that's why operating system needs to keep a continuous check on these resources. Okay, next point, abort program in the middle of execution if any fatal error arises. Okay, so operating system also need to abort a program in the middle of the execution if something goes wrong, okay, so that other processes will not find any difficulty due to the failure of other processes or programs. Last point, deliver error messages in case of arithmetic overflow and divide by zero errors, because the operating system is also responsible in delivering appropriate error messages to the users whenever some minor errors gets generated due to the illegal or invalid arithmetic calculations performed by the user at the time when users tries to make such calculations which are not allowed. Okay, when the stack gets filled up. Okay, so in those situations, in those scenarios, operating system is capable enough in detecting those errors and providing the appropriate feedback in the form of errors messages to the user. Okay, so these are the few things regarding error detection, and these things has to be taken care by the operating system, and this is one of the services of operating system which it needs to provide. Okay, so in this video we discuss another two services of operating system, which are accounting and error detection. Okay, so I hope you understood each and every point of both of these services of operating system, and we'll stop here. Okay, so we will see you in the next video, and that's all for this video, guys. If you like this video, click on like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.